The nuclear industry is, well, it's buzzing with unprecedented activity. We're seeing everything from advanced reactor designs to brand new infrastructure popping up. So today, we're taking a deep dive into the most significant developments shaping this really critical sector for you.
Right.
Our mission, as always, is pretty clear. We're distilling the essential news, the major policy shifts, the tech breakthroughs, and those crucial regulatory updates just to keep you thoroughly informed. Okay, let's unpack this.
What's really remarkable right now, I think, is not just the sheer volume of news, but the strategic pivot we're seeing. Investment and innovation seem really focused on agile, next-gen solutions, and for very specific, pressing energy needs.
Exactly, like data centers, right?
Yeah.
Kicking off our top stories, we have a truly groundbreaking announcement from August 18th, 2025. Kyros Power, the Tennessee Valley Authority that's TVA at Google, revealed a first-of-its-kind power purchase agreement, a PPA.
The PPA, yeah. It's the first time a U.S. utility is committing to buy power from a generation VAVI reactor.
Gen the fourth, yeah. That's huge.
It really is a huge shift, wouldn't you say? Kyros's Hermes 2 reactor, that's the Gen 5 design, known for, enhanced safety features, better fuel efficiency. Well, that's slated to supply Google data centers in Tennessee and Alabama, I believe, by 2030.
Correct, 2030.
So this isn't just a technical milestone, it's a massive market signal. Big energy consumers like Google are ready to invest directly in advanced nuclear.
It definitely shows a path for how future reactors might find their market, especially with, as you said, that surging demand from data centers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so from power agreements to actual investment. Another significant piece of news on the financial front involves Aalo Atomics. On August 20th, 2025, they secured a pretty impressive $100 million in Series B funding.
Wow, $100 million.
Yeah, and that makes them the first of the 10 companies in the Department of Energy's, the DOE's nuclear reactor pilot program, to announce financing on this scale.
And this funding is specifically to accelerate construction of Aalo's small modular reactor, the SMR. They call it the Aalo pod. They're aiming for operational status by, get this, July 4th, 2026.
July 4th, 2026. That's soon. Driven by a presidential executive order, apparently.
That's an incredibly ambitious timeline, isn't it? Especially for a new technology.
It really is.
But it highlights the immense policy momentum and maybe the urgent need to bring these smaller, more flexible reactors online, again, with that clear focus on powering data centers.
Right. Now let's switch gears a bit and turn our attention to New Jersey. It presents a fascinating paradox. We're seeing growing state support for new nuclear capacity. You've got officials and Holtec executives talking about citing SMRs there, primarily to address high energy costs and, again, data center demand.
Yeah, it's a real study in contrast, isn't it? Because as the state looks towards that future, Holtec International simultaneously submitted a license termination plan, an LTP, to the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the NRC, for the Oyster Creek plant. That was August 19th, 2025.
Right, Oyster Creek, an older plant.
Exactly. They're aiming to complete its decommissioning by 2029. So this dual track really underscores the dynamic life cycle of nuclear power in the U.S. Legacy plants winding down as these new advanced designs start gaining traction.
And there's a public comment period open on the Oyster Creek plant until October 14th, so people can weigh in.
Good point. Public input is key there.
Okay, meanwhile, out west in Wyoming, TerraPower, working through the DOE's Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program, or ARDP, they broke ground. On August 19th, they started construction on their Kemmer Training Center, the KTC.
Ah, the training center. That's for their Natrium project, right? The sodium-cooled fast reactor.
That's the one, a 345 milliW design. This 30,000 square foot facility is a key step.
And this brings up such a critical point.
Yeah.
It's not just about building the reactors themselves, but building the talent pipeline.
Absolutely.
You need people to operate them safely for, decades. The KTC will have simulators, labs. It's all about training that future workforce for advanced nuclear ops.
It really emphasizes that successful deployment isn't just technology. It's also about having a skilled, prepared workforce ready to go. Critical for energy resilience.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, let's move on to some quick hits now. Lots happening around the edges, too.
Okay, first up, Maryland. Governor Wes Moore signed the Next Generation Energy Act. It officially encourages new nuclear power and allows upgrades for existing plants like Calvert Cliffs.
Good policy signal there. Next, the NRC and DOE are hosting a webinar, August 27th. It's about criticality analyses for HALEU fuel.
highly high-assay, low-enriched uranium. That's the denser fuel needed for many of these advanced reactors to work efficiently. So an important technical discussion.
Definitely. Then the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, approved 2 new waste emplacement panels at WIPP.
WIPP, the Waste Isolation Pilot Plant in New Mexico.
Right, so that expands storage for defense-related transuranic waste, a necessary step for waste management.
Indeed. And Fermi America signed an MOU, a Memorandum of Understanding with ASP Isotopes and Quantum Leap Energy. Looking into advanced fuels, including HALEU down in Amarillo, Texas, more fuel cycle development.
Exactly. Internationally, Sweden's state-owned Vattenfall has down-selected SMRs from GE Vernova and Rolls-Royce.
For evaluation, right.
Yeah.
To potentially build new reactors at their Ringhals site, which is Europe is moving to.
Yep. And Greta, the gamma-ray energy tracking array, which is basically a super-sensitive camera for atomic nuclei,
Cool tech.
is heading to Michigan State University's FRAB, the Facility for Rare Isotope Beams, for advanced nuclear research.
Okay, and there was a recent article highlighting environmental cleanup of old nuclear sites, like Oak Ridge, framing it as a strategic way to sort of reindustrialize those areas and meet new energy demands. An interesting angle.
Yeah, turning liabilities into assets, potentially. Finally, a bit of an odd one. The FDA reported cesium-137, CS-137 in some imported frozen shrimp from Indonesia.
Cesium-137, like from Fukushima.
Well, they said the levels were comparable to, like, bananas, naturally occurring radiation. But still, all the contaminated products were barred from entry.
Okay, so low levels but still flagged. Got it.
So if you pull back and look at all these developments together...
Yeah, it's clear the nuclear landscape is evolving at, well, an astonishing pace.
It really is.
And I think the critical question for you, the listener, to consider is this. How rapidly can we actually integrate all these innovations? How fast can we adapt our grid and our infrastructure to secure our energy future?
Yeah.
Especially with these accelerating demands from AI, data centers, and just electrification in general. That's the big challenge ahead.